Hello Explorers, welcome back. So, we have $100 here, 2 sets of 50. This is a bonus video. I told you guys that Corey helped our neighbors move. Well, it wasn't just a, one day he took them from, towed their RV from being our neighbor to their new place. He had been helping them for about a week, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, yesterday when he did the last load and actually towed the RV, they gave him $100 for fuel because we do have a diesel. We did have to fill up the truck because of all the different, trips he was making. So, I split it into 50 and 50, deciding what I was going to do with it. And here's what I have decided. We are going to do an extra video, and we are going to put 50 into debt and 50 into emergency. Because when I said that these were priority, I was not playing. These are priority, and I really, really want to get them down. Once I get my debt paid off, we can make... really, that's the biggest thing towards us going to Paris is having those credit cards paid off, because once those are paid off, that's approximately $8,500 that I will consider as part of an emergency fund. Isn't an emergency fund in the sense that I can pull that money out and use it? No. But it is an emergency fund in the sense that if something were to happen, I have the money on the credit card to be able to use. Now, it is definitely a last resort style of emergency, but it's still a form of emergency. You know, you hear of people having an emergency credit card. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to get debt paid down, and I want to get my actual emergency fund up. Once those two things are good, I will feel so much better about going to Paris for 3 months. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the calculator out. Calculator. We've got the vacuum, and you know what I didn't grab was the markers and the scratch off tool, because I forgot I need that. Okay. Turn on these lights directly above me. So, we are working in Danny's book at Craft Co Budgets for emergency, and for debt, we're working in Carmen's book from The Humble Budgeter. So we're going to load up 50 on the calculator. Why did I put plus? 50 on the calculator. We've already finished page 1 in Carmen's book. And we are working on a $12 page. Yes, this one. So this may be a very, very short video, and that's okay. So that's $2. Let's move this book out of the way until we're ready to work on it. So minus 2. Minus 7. There's a 12. Minus 12. Minus 1. Come on, there you go. Minus 3. And we're going to do minus 5. So we finished our second page in this book. Minus 5. Okay, so I am going to mark that this page is done. Oh, you know what? We're going to do the bonuses too, so -3. Did the first page have a bonus? I don't think the first page had a bonus. It did not. Okay. So we still have $17 left, so let's see if there's another $12 page. Not $12, but ones that go amounts up to $12, because we know we have enough to cover that. I don't want to do this one because we can see the numbers, but I believe there were a couple. You guys, I went through and cleared off like all of my challenges yesterday, and this is the one that I forgot to do. Okay, let's start on this one. So this is $92, and it's 1 to 12. So we got a 4 -4. We can just do one more. Oh, there's the 12. I don't think anything in this book goes above $12, so it's definitely low budget friendly. So we have $1 left. Okay, so let's go back to this page that we were working on and cross off a 1. So -$1. We have spent all $50. So now in the debt book, which I will pull once a month, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75. 175 so far. Okay, so now let's work towards emergency fund. You know what, maybe I'm gonna leave this open like this so that I can remember to clear these off. Okay, emergency fund is in this beautiful book by Danny. Same thing, we're gonna load up $50. And I had said anytime we had $50 or more, I was going to do one of the $10 trees. So let's do that. Oh, you cannot see that one. This color looks really pretty on the glossy side. I've only ever used this on like cardstock, but the markers give off a different color when you use them on something like this that's glossy. That is very pretty. Okay, so we spent $10, so -10. Now let's see what page I was working on. This is 1 to 8, 1 to 5. I know I was working on a 1 to 9. That page is done. This one is 1 to 9. Here we go. So $5. $9. $1. $4. Let's see. $6. $2. another 6. Ooh. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to finish it. Oh, actually it was... Yeah, we're going to have to stop there because now we only have $7 left and these amounts can go up to 9. That's okay. We'll probably finish this on Friday then. Alright, so we have $7 left. Let's see if any of these go up to 7. I know we're working on an up to 8 right here. This is up to 5, so we'll hold that page. Up to 5. This one actually doesn't say, so I don't trust it. That's one we just did. Those are 5. This one also doesn't say. We finished that page. Those are 10. Oh, this one is up to 6. So we'll do this one. We got $2. So minus 2. We've got 5 left. So now we can go over to that up to $5 page, which is right here. You can do one on here. We got a 3. If I wouldn't have scratched that tree, we might have been able to finish the up to 9 page, but that's okay. It's not like I pull it after each page anyways, so minus 3. We have $2 left. It's not like I pull it after each page anyways, so it really doesn't matter if pages stay unfinished. So we come back here. This is a page I've been working on, and we will color in the 2. So then we go minus 2, $0 left. Let's let that dry because that is a glossy page. And since we're here, we're going to go ahead and do dailies. Any excuse to do the dailies. Oh, you know what? I did not grab a dice. Let me grab one. Rather than having to get up, I'm just going to take one out of Yahtzee. Oh. Alright, so it landed on this, which it doesn't want to focus, but that's a 6. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to put $6 into this daily. This challenge is from Jen at Teach Safe Travel. It's a digital download that I cut down and folded in half. This is for our trip in 2 weeks to there. So let's put in $6. So I'm going to take back 4. There's a ton of ones in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take back 4 and put in a 10. Because there is just an insane amount of ones in here. And actually, you know what? Since this video is so short... Okay, hold on. So in this one so far, which brings in $294, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. So 194, which means we're exactly $100 away from completing this challenge. Okay. And then we come back here and do our other daily, which it says Disney cards. This is actually a Slytherin cards. I'm a Slytherin. So even though this is Wrigley's binder, I don't have Gryffindor cards. So we pull one card, and we got the Joker. We got Dobby. So we are putting $20 in. That is a hefty amount, but that's okay. Alright, so let's see what we have in here. This one brings in $420 when it's complete. And we have 1, 2, 300 already in the high yield. 25, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 339. So we have less than $100 to go on this, which is very exciting. And you know what? I have just decided that since this is such a short video, it's only 15 minutes, and I have so many ones, because every time I have sent Corey to the bank to get cash, I've had him get 1 to 200 more in ones. We're going to go ahead and do an impromptu additional Super Bucks video today. Because why not? I need to get these ones in there. I need to start finishing up some Super Bucks. So let's just do it. So give me 1 second and I'm going to transform this area. Okay, so we have everything we need, I believe. I'm sorry, I was very thirsty. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me move this binder out of the way. Let's start counting. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 100. Okay, we're actually starting to work through these ones. So, let's see. J. Some of these ones are real raggedy. Real raggedy. Ooh, there's an A-Buck. We like A-Bucks. We don't get them all that often. You okay, sis?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Let me see if I can just go through and pull out. I don't know why it feels like it's hard to hold all these right now. So I'm just going to go through and pull out F and L and E. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Wait, these are all the same letter. So many F-Bucks. We haven't been getting a lot of E. I feel like ever since we started putting them in the case, we just haven't been getting as many. Is it the curse of the case? F, L. Now let's go through the rest of these. Got a lot of D and B bucks today. Sorry, I'm not very talkative. I don't really know that I have much to talk about right now. Just kind of very unusual for me. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fact that my travel YouTube page is like $7 away from hitting its first payout. So I should get a payout in September. I won't get one in August because in order to get one in August, I had to make $100 by July 31st, and I didn't, seeing as I'm filming this on August 2nd. My goal was to get a payout by, like, have enough by just July, by the end of July to get a payout, but I knew that was a stretch goal, so it's totally fine. But yeah, I'm only like $7 away. Now, I was looking at it, and I have figured out why it's taking me so much longer to get a payout over there. My pay per 1,000 views over there is incredibly low. So on this channel, my original pay for like the longest time on this channel, like back when I was making really good checks on here, my pay was like $26 per 1,000 views. It is now down to about $12 per 1,000 views, but still, it's an okay amount. However, on the other channel, on my travel channel, it's $1 something per 1,000 views, which is just insane to me, like craziness. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking, yeah. I'm actually logged into that channel, and I can tell you guys where exactly I am sitting right now for a payout. I am at $93.82, and you need 100 to get a payout. So I will get my first payout in September, which is super exciting. It took me a lot longer. On this channel, as soon as I was monetized, I actually got a check the first month I was monetized. Travel channel has just been a struggle. It's been a struggle. My last couple Paris videos have done so bad, which is really disappointing and kind of concerning considering I'm planning on going to Paris and like was really hoping to use those videos to boost up my YouTube and like really work on getting my YouTube, my travel YouTube going over there. But everybody seems to have loved the Lego French Pharmacy, Labubu, and More day, the day we just kind of went shopping around the mall. And then literally the very next day, I have 79 views, 99 views, 56 views, 93 views. Those are the lowest views I've gotten on a YouTube video. And honestly, couldn't even tell you the last time I got views that low. This Legoland Florida Ninjago Weekends guide, that one has 84. So aside from that, I mean, my Mexico ones are over 5,000 views. I don't know what happened. This one is upsetting though. So this one did really well. This is my Cancun, Mexico, Planet Hollywood one. It is at 5.1 thousand views, and I can't get any pay for that. It's ineligible because during the Christmas lighting ceremony, there's copyrighted music. So I don't get any pay for that. Now, all of these from SeaWorld, they also say copyright. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how they all say copyright? But these ones I still monetize on. So these ones have like this little split arrow. Like this one with Joey Fatone and Friends, we did the complete concert there. I actually still am monetized on that, even though it's copyrighted music. I share the monetization. So anyone that have this split amount, I share monetization with the artist. So like this Joey Fatone and Friends, We the Kings, SeaWorld Orlando Winter Wonderland, Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks, Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. Those ones all have a split monetization. But then this one that did so well, all-inclusive Planet Hollywood Resort, I am not... Wait, why does this one show monetization is turned off? It shouldn't be. It should be on. This one didn't do as well. It's at 1.8, but still, that's 1.8. So, yeah. I don't know what happened, but my last 3 Paris videos have just tanked, and then the one of Wrigley opening the Pokemon cards, which I knew that one was going to be like a hit or miss if people wanted to see it. But day 3, 4, and 5/6 just did not do well. I don't know. Funny enough, the one that did the best was the hotel, the Disneyland Paris hotel video. Like, not even the Disneyland Paris videos, the Disneyland Paris hotel video. That one did better than any of my other Paris videos. Okay. A is for airfare. We have $4. This is going straight onto my credit card. So really it's going as a debt payment because I put Corey's TwitchCon flights on the credit card because they dropped significantly. I've told you guys, like, I keep looking at flights to go back to California because we wanted to do Oogie Boogie Bash this year. Since we didn't do it last year. And every time I look for flights, they're insanely expensive. Like $600 plus a person. We got Corey's flights, I think, for under $300. Round trip for him to go to San Diego. So obviously I had to jump on it. Like, he needed the flights regardless, so if I'm gonna find them for cheap, I'm gonna buy them. But that did mean that I was putting debt back onto the credit card. So we are dedicating this to paying that back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $16 towards bundle number 3. B-Bucks. B is for Bestie Day or Buffer. These are 4 trips that Jasmine and I take. We like to do like 1-day trips to Vegas, 1-day trips to Disneyland, 1-day trips to Universal Hollywood, stuff like that. I think we're going to work on doing a 1-day trip to New Orleans. Now, I had been trying to get her to go, but Jasmine is currently doing a challenge with her family of visiting all 50 states with her kids by 2030. And her kids had not been to Louisiana yet, but they had a trip planned. Well, they just got back from New Orleans last week? I think it was last week. So now she's available to go with me. So her and I might do a 1-day trip. Sans kids, because neither one of us have been without kids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $13. The other thing is I would love to do a 1-day trip to Chicago with her. So 10, 11, 12, 13. But again, because I'm from Chicago, Corey and I are. But again, that was not a state she had crossed off yet. She had never been. She's from Pennsylvania. She's from Philadelphia. So we've been to a lot of opposite states. Like, I've never been to New York. She had never been to Illinois. I've never been to either of the Virginias or Massachusetts or Rhode Island or any of those. She obviously has, being that she was born and raised in Pennsylvania. But she had never been to Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, any of those, which obviously I have. So I have to wait for her to cross off these states before her and I can do trips together. So the only thing is, if we do a 1-day trip to Chicago, I think we're going to bring the kids with us, or at least the girls, because there's certain things that we want to take the girls to do. So, and then she wanted to take me on a day trip to New York, but my family's never been, and I know that's on my kids' list of places they want to visit. So, she has to wait for us to have done our trip there. Because we try not to visit new places without our families. So, yeah. She did go to the Dominican Republic with me before she went with her family. Because we went to the Dominican Republic on our Virgin Voyage cruise, and then I think it was like 2 months later she had an actual vacation planned for there. She actually won a trip there, which is crazy. She won it from another influencer had posted something, and she entered not thinking anything of it, and then she was with me when she got the phone call that she won the trip. And we were like, nuh-uh. They paid for her flights, her hotel, everything for her whole family. So, alright, B-Bucks. It looks like maybe we finished another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This could also just go for, if we don't have any trips, I have no problem pulling from this for trips with my family, because trips with my family are always going to be more important. Same thing for her. Trips with her family are always going to be more important than the trips her and I do. When we do trips together, we always try to find, like, the cheapest trip we can possibly, like, we book literally the cheapest flights. We try to do it as budget friendly as possible, and when I do those trips, I do always put in my video the total cost of the trip. The point is that you don't need a hotel room. You don't need to pay for luggage because you're just going for a day. You don't have to worry about being away from your family and finding a babysitter for the weekend or anything like that. The whole point is that they're just a one-day trip, and to show that parents can travel too, on a budget and without your kids. Like, you can do it. So towards bundle number 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $10 towards bundle number 3. But that's why I call this one Bestie Day / Buffer, because I will pull from this if I need it for a trip with my family. C-Bucks, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These can be anything from, I haven't decided for sure if this is going to car or concert. What did I say? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, and we needed 6 to finish a bundle. I think that's like the lowest amount of C-Bucks we've gotten in a while. Although we really haven't been finding them lately. Yeah, I think we're going to switch this and put this towards concert, because I don't have any, I don't have any challenges for my birthday now that we're doing Warped Tour. I need to make one. So, I think we'll probably do C-Bucks going forward towards my birthday trip. Alright, $5. So now in C-Bucks, we should have 21 here. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. $24. So that will definitely get bundled next time, because I don't think we've ever had a Super Bucks where we didn't have a C-Buck. There's definitely been times we haven't had H or J, and even A, but I don't think we've ever had one where we haven't had a C-Buck. At least one. Alright, D is for debt. You guys know I'm actively paying down my debt. I know I went on a hiatus there while I was working on some other stuff, but now that we're traveling internationally, it really is important to have my debt paid off. And it's okay to change your mind. It is. If you find that you change something and you're like, you know what, I thought this was going to work, it's not working out, it's okay to go back and you change your finances as much as you need to until you get it fine-tuned to what is working for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel like just because you just made that change that you need to stick with it. Don't. If it's not benefiting your finances, then change it. And I think that's also why it's important to watch different cash stuffers. Even as somebody who does this myself, like, it's very important that I watch a variety of cash stuffers, because I learn from them. I incorporate different things that I see them do that I'm like, you know what, that might actually work for me. Let me try that out. I try to always give credit to the people that I get different ideas from. It is also hard for me to adopt a lot of things that other cash stuffers do, just because my finances are very different. One, I don't live in a house, so I don't have a lot of the same revolving bills that most people do. I don't have the same sinking funds that most people do. But also, I don't have a regular job where we get a paycheck every week and it's, kind of a set amount or pretty close to a set amount I don't have that. My pay is all over the place. I can go from 15,000 one month to nothing that month, the next month. It just all depends. I can go from having, I mean, for the most part, most of my bills are pretty set. I have my RV payment, my site fee, my RV insurance, my truck insurance, our Disney passes, our storage unit in Vegas, our cell phones, our internet, and then we do pay for laundry because we don't have a washer dryer in here. But like where I'm sitting right now at my desk, I'm looking out the window and I can see the laundry room. I actually picked our site specifically for its distance to the laundry room because I knew we weren't going to buy a washer and dryer. We have a washer dryer hookup in our RV. We actually have a dedicated closet for washer and dryer in our RV. The problem is, if we were to take up that space with a washer and dryer, we would have nowhere for our kids' clothes to go. So we decided, instead of paying to have a washer and dryer, first of all, the cost was very expensive to have those combo washer dryers. Second of all, it heats up the entire place. Third, they take a very long time. You can only do one load at a time because it washes it and then it dries it. So they take an eternity to do one load, and they're small loads, so it just didn't seem worth it to me. But then also I would lose all of that space for my kids' clothing, because currently we use that closet for their clothes, their current clothes, their pajamas, their socks and underwear, swimsuits. I've got my beach bag in there with all of our swim stuff in it, our towels. We keep our extra toilet paper in there. We keep, it's split. It has one shelf that splits the whole closet in half because it is a floor to ceiling closet. We have one shelf that splits the closet in half, so the top has like all of that stuff on it. The bottom, we have our laundry hampers that hold all of our dirty clothes, and then next to it we have suitcases, and those suitcases hold the kids' winter clothing. So when we need to use the suitcases, we just take the winter clothes are in vacuum seal bags. So when we need to use the suitcases, we just take the vacuum seal bags out and set them on our bed. We use our suitcases as needed. When we get back from a trip, put everything away, put the winter clothing back in the suitcases, and put them back in the closet. It works out very well for us. And we would lose all of that if we had a washer dryer in our place. So instead, we spend $30 about every 2 weeks to do laundry. And it's super simple, and plus we get it all done at one time. It's really nice. Like, after this video, we're going to go over to laundry, and we're actually going to go do the laundry. We'll throw all of it in the washer, in the different washers. I love that we can do it all at once. We'll come back to the house. We'll get a notification when they're done washing, and then usually Corey will just run over there. I go over there when we start to wash them because we separate them and everything. But then when it comes to drying them, Corey will just go over there and he'll put them all in the dryers, set it up, come back to the house. We'll get a notification when they're done, and then he'll go pick everything up and bring it back. So simple. So simple, and we get everything done so much faster than having to do one load continuously every single day. Because if we had one of those combo washer and dryers that fit in the RVs, we would literally have to do laundry all day long, every day, just to keep up on our laundry. And it's just, and we wouldn't even be able to wash our blankets anyway, so not worth it to me. Our ideas for debt, we got a ton. They said, the universe said, we know you're trying to pay down debt. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, $22. Holy smokes. So this is 10, 20, 1, and 2. Oh my goodness, we are so close to a $100 debt payment. I might just pull the $3 because I won't do it if it's just to finish a bundle, but this would actually be finishing, like, completing the tracker and making a $100 debt payment. But also, I think I'm going to stop making payments throughout the month, because then what sometimes will happen is something will come up and the credit card will get used. Because it's only a $50 payment, or it's only a this, or it's only a that. I think I'd rather at the end of each month, before my statement hits, make a large payment. I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Because when I make a large payment and I hit kind of another milestone, I don't want to touch it. Granted, I think I'm at a position now where I don't need to touch the credit card. I can be very disciplined with my credit cards, but not when when I haven't really made much progress. That's when I'm like, what's the point? And I got to get out of that mindset. When my credit cards are paid off, though, I keep them paid off. I'm really good about keeping them paid off. I still use them. Well, not this one. The one that we're currently... That's why I'm paying off this one first, the small one, because that one I don't have any incentive to use, because it does not earn cash back. So there's literally no incentive to using it, which is why I want to pay that one off first, because I know when that one's paid off, I'm just like, and I don't use it. Like, I literally just don't use it because there's no reason to. Now, my main one, when that one's paid off, I will leverage my credit, but I will wait until it's paid off to do that, other than on trips. And by leveraging my credit, it just means I will maybe buy groceries with it and then pay it immediately because I get cash back. Currently, I leverage my credit on that card only for trips because we cash stuff for those trips. So that was $22. Oh, that's it. I forgot we bundled last time. So not a bundle. We need $3 to complete this. But you know what? I'm not going to add the $3 in because I could. I have more Superbucks over here. I could go through and find 3 D-Bucks. I'm not going to do that because we're going to be going through this binder and trying to finish up a bunch before my big trip anyways. And at that, so even if I were to finish that challenge today, I'm not going to send it over to I'm not going to pay that on the credit card today. Anyways, it's going to go into the completed challenges pouch. So, and it wouldn't get dealt with until right before the trip anyways. So, there's no reason to rush it and do it right this minute. Okay. So that was D. We have E-Bucks next. E is for emergency. So we're doing D-Bucks for debt, E-Bucks for emergency. But the E-Bucks we're doing a little bit different. Debt, we don't want to do debt this way because obviously if you're carrying a balance on your credit card, then you're paying interest on it. Emergency, if I don't put all the money in my emergency fund, it's not like I'm paying a balance or I'm paying interest or anything on it. So for emergency, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for emergency, it goes into this. And at the end of the year, we're going to empty this box out. And we're going to do one big deposit into emergency with all of the E-Bucks that we have saved since June 1st. So, like I said, originally I had thought about doing that with debt and making one big debt payment, but I'm like, that's silly because all the months that debt money is sitting in a box is months that I'm paying interest on this debt. I don't want to be doing that. Which is why I said, I will definitely be putting the money in there monthly on the credit card before my statement comes out so that we're not paying interest on any more than we have to. Okay, F-Bucks go towards our 3-month trip next year to France. So all of our F-Bucks since we got back from France are going into this box that I picked up in France. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. $22. Look at this, you guys. And I think at the end of the year, we're going to empty out the E-Bucks, put those in emergency. We're going to empty out the F-Bucks, put them in our France high yield. And then we have G-Bucks next, which I do not have a tracker for G-Bucks still. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get around to getting a box, but we'll do the same thing where G-Bucks will get emptied at the end of the year as well, and those will go into our Greece high yield for our Greece, Italy, and Croatia cruise. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 And this is a cruise that we're taking while we're staying in France. So yeah, we're going to take that cruise while we're in France because it's really cheap to fly from France to Greece to take that cruise versus flying from the United States to Greece to take that cruise. The difference is like $100 versus $3,000, so it just makes sense. We have 2 H-Bucks which go towards holiday. I do H for general holiday because it takes me an eternity to finish this tracker. So we can't dedicate H towards anything specific. And so holiday is just kind of perfect because it can go for literally whatever holiday it completes nearest. And that's what we put it towards. So if it gets done before Halloween, it'll go into Halloween. If it doesn't, it might go into Thanksgiving for food. If it doesn't get done before then, it might just go for Christmas. It could go for a birthday. You just don't know because H-Bucks take a ridiculous amount of time for me to complete. So we have 2 more H-Bucks going in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 H-Bucks towards bundle number 3. Now, I think next time I'm going to put the date that I started it so you can see how long it actually takes to complete H. Okay, J is for Japan. Yes, this was an emergency tracker, but we started putting emergency into the box, and I didn't want to waste the tracker, so we're just doing it this way. So J is for Japan. We have 3 J-Bucks. We don't get a ton of J at a time, but when this finishes, they go into my high yield for the Japan trip that we're trying to take next September. Will it happen? I don't know, but it definitely won't happen if we don't save for it. So let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then we have 2 towards our next bundle. So we do have 2 bundles complete today. Yay! And we'll be finishing D is for debt next time. So that's super exciting. Okay. So now we have 2 J-Bucks towards bundle number 2. Next up would be star notes. I don't have any star notes, but when star notes hit $100, I pull them and we cash stuff them into my retirement. Then we have L-Bucks. L-Bucks are going for my trip in a couple of weeks. We didn't have a ton of time to save L-Bucks because I bought this box in at the airport when we came back from Paris. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going in. This is how much we have so far. That's about a month's worth. So we will, when I pull this, I'll be pulling this in a couple of weeks. When I pull this, I will take it to Chase Bank and I will order pounds. And then that will be my kids spending money for our trip. That's how I do that. I won't be doing it with this one just because this trip is not until next year. I did do it when we went to Paris the first time. I'm not doing it this time because we're going to be there for 3 months and we're not going until next year. So, and we still have money left over from our last Paris trip. I think I have 210 euros still out of the 300 we started with. So yeah, we've got plenty left over. But that is officially all that I have for you guys today, and I will see you back here tomorrow for Trip Thursday. So until next time, bye.